welcome to this video. In our previous video, we discussed about the Prompt Flow SDK. We just created a simple prompt flow and executed. So in this video, I'm going to show you how do we create the prompt flow and dockerize the prompt flow. So to begin with, let me create a simple prompt flow here. I call it as a math. So the flow, let me delete the existing flow. Let me create a new flow here. So if you do a visual edit, so basically like what we are going to do here is that we are just going to take few input and do some calculation and print the output, as simple as that, right? So now what we need to do is that we need to create the math.py file as you see here. So let me create a math.py file here. This file, it is going to have a simple function wherein like it is going to take two input and do the addition and return the result, right? So if you see here, the way like we do it here, like we just import the tool from the prompt flow library, and then like using that like we are just using that decorator here. We have a function that takes two input, and then like we just add that and return the result. That's all we do here, right? Now if I again go back here, this is all fine. Now let me give the flow by running the command. So as usual, like we use pf flow test and the like name of the flow input that we are passing here. Like if you see here, number one, number two, so it takes two input, we are just passing those input. Now let me run this flow. So as you see here, like it is giving us the result. Maybe like if at all we wanted to validate one more time with a different input, it should return the proper value here. It does return the proper value. Now what we want to do is that we want to build the Docker here. To do so, we have to use pf build and the like source, the name of the flow, and the like output directory format Docker. So we just do it. It is going to take a couple of seconds. What it is going to do is that it is going to create the Docker for us. So if you just come over here, there is a distribution directory in which you will find the Docker definition. So if at all you wanted to optimize anything, then you can very well do it here. But this is what created for us. Now what we want to do is that build image, right? So now let's build this. So we'll build the Docker image for us. Once the image is ready, then we can run the image. Now let's run it. So what it will do is that it is going to run the application. It is going to expose an endpoint. Now we can make a call to the endpoint. To do so, like let me create a new terminal here. Let me make a call to the endpoint. So if you come over here, it will show you like which endpoint it is exposed, right? So if you just come over here to the top, you will see here like we are exposing the application using this particular port. So we can call this application using the same, so localhost 8080 score. Input going to be the JSON format, and then you can pass the inputs like number one, number two, right? So now let me run this. So it is going to give us the result. Now let me do it one more time with a different input here. So it should return the result. What we have done is that we build a simple prompt flow, converted that prompt flow into a Docker, and then like we were able to execute the Docker file. So in production, what you can do is that you can again follow the same practice. You can build your prompt flow, convert into a Docker file, and deploy the Docker file into your Kubernetes cluster, and anybody can access your application. Basically, like anybody can make use of your prompt flow, right? So that's all I have for this video. Thank you for watching.